So today I'll be discussing to you a short introduction to VHDL. So as per the objectives, after discussing this topic, you should be able to gain insight of what VHDL is, will appreciate the advantage of using VHDL in digital systems design, will also know the different electronic design automation tools. So ang dami po yan. And we will also understand the process of designing a digital system in VHDL. Ayan. And then, of course, we'll also be introduced to a very simple VHDL code. So these are the topics that we're going to discuss. VHDL, advantages of VHDL, EDA tools, and then sample VHDL code. So yung nakikita nyo dito na illustration, this is a simple IC. Kung nakakita na tayo ng mga logic gate, 7404, 08, or 32 dun sa ating logic circuits design, so ito po yung composition niya. So yung interval ng mga pins po natin is around 0.1 inch. And then meron siyang plastic case. And then the small dot. And then the notch. So yun yung trigger natin kung saan tayo mag-start ng pins ng BCC at saka ng ground, 'di ba? Yung pagbilang ng pins. And then ito yung length and then width 5 mm by 19 mm. And then yung most important part dito yung silicon chip na consisting ng mga transistor. So basically, ito yung kinocode natin sa VHDL and also in other HDL languages. So these are some of the references that I have used for introduction to VHDL. So let's now discuss about VHDL. So ang ibig sabihin ng VHDL, yung V dyan, VHSIC. Ibig sabihin, very high speed integrated circuits. And then yung HDL, hardware description language. So there's a lot of types ng HDL. Yung Verilog, VHDL, System C. Pero yung for embedded systems, we'll be using VHDL. And then usually yung VHDL ginagamit ng mga American companies. So same yung purpose niya with other HDL language. It is used to describe the behavior of an electronic circuit or system. So there are two applications ng VHDL. One is the PLD, Programmable Logic Devices, and the other one is the ASIC or the Application-Specific Integrated Circuits. So always remember na yung VHDL statements natin are inherently concurrent or parallel. Ibig sabihin, niraran niya simultaneously, sabay-sabay, yung mga statements na nakalagay dun sa ating VHDL code. Kaya usually, VHDL is referred to as a code rather than a program. Yung mga statements inside a process, so process is a keyword, function is also a keyword or procedure. So these are executed sequentially just like in C or C++. Di ba procedural yung middle level language. Pero itong VHDL natin is more of concurrent yung ating mga statements. Pero yung statements under ng keywords process, function, and procedure. So lahat po sila ay sequential in nature. So let's now discuss about advantages ng paggamit ng VHDL. So basically, it allows the behavior of the required system to be described or to be modeled and verified or simulated before synthesis tools translate the design into real hardware, gates, and then wires. So, syempre, ginagawa natin dito is kinocode natin siya. Then, from the coding, kino-convert natin siya into a circuit. So, yun yung ginagawa ng VHDL code. So, it also allows a description of a concurrent system, many parts, each with its own sub-behavior working together at the same time. It also supports in-system programmability. Program and reprogram devices after they are soldered onto the printed circuit board or PCB, minimizing the possibility of lead damage or electrostatic discharge (ESD) exposure. And it is also used in upgrading systems in the field after they have been shipped. Kasi usually sa mga IC design company, may mga design samples. Kapag na-produce na yung IC, so i-evaluate yung output nun. In the event na may mga changes or may mga hindi na-meet na specifications, iko-code uli siya in such a way na ma-meet na yung mga requirements, and then before i-mass produce, i-check uli kung tama na ba yung specifications niya. So we do have a lot of different electronic design automation tools. It's actually depending on the company. In this example, we have Altera. So kapag Altera yung ginamit natin na hardware or company ng Altera, yung software na gagamitin natin is Max++ or Quartus 2. And then, yung hardware device na gagamitin natin is University Package or Development and Education Board, DA2. So ito yung itsura nung University Package 2. And then, ito naman yung Development and Education Board. Ayan. So ako, sa company namin, ginagamit namin to. Sa ibang academe, ginagamit nila yung trainer na Altera. So, may experience na rin ako using Altera. And then, ito naman yung ginagamit ng ibang schools. And then, even in my master's, ito yung ginamit ko. So, Xilinx. So, yung software na gagamitin natin is ISE Sooth. So, ito po yun, yung ating pina-install sa inyo. And then, kung implement natin siya, so pwede natin gamitin yung Spartan. Actually, hindi lang siya limited sa Spartan. Meron pang Vertex, Kintex. So, there's a lot of um, hardware devices or FPGA boards related to Xilinx. Yan. So, as per the design flow, so we have the following. So, VHDL entry. So, yung point na to, ito yung ini-encode mo yung RTL code. Then, we compile. Kino-convert natin to netlist, gate level. And then, ino-optimize natin yung circuit in such a way na malilimit natin yung bilang ng gates. Kasi 'di ba as we know, paglaki ng gates, paglaki din ng power consumption and at the same time, paglaki ng cost. So, patuloy natin siyang sinisimulate to check, and then patuloy tayo nagko-convert ng code papunta doon sa circuit. And then once okay, we place and route. So, ito na yung meron tayong physical device after pure simulation. As per the sample VHDL code, so ito na yung sample natin na VHDL code for the AND gate. So we have this format, web library IEEE, use IEEE, that's standard underscore logic underscore 1164.all. Etong first two lines na to, ito yung mga header files or library na kailangan natin for VHDL. So marami po yan, but for this purpose muna, for simplicity, ito munang dalawa yung gagamitin natin. All the rest ng mga codes na gagawin natin, kailangan merong ganito. And then, dito meron tayong reserved words. So meron siyang entity. So ito yung module na counterpart sa Verilog. And then the name of the entity is AND2 kasi gusto natin mag-design ng two-input AND gate. Is port. Port is again a reserved word. And then meron po tayong input 1, input 2, and then output 1. And then dito, yung in 1, i-declare natin siya as in standard logic. So ganun din yung in 2 kasi pareho silang inputs. And then out 1, i-declare natin as out standard logic. Then we end our entity AND2. Yung most important part ng design natin is the architecture. Architecture is a reserved word as well. Yung A dito could be any name. Usually, behavioral yung nilalagay dito. Kapag nilagay mo dito behavioral, syempre, as you end the architecture, lalagay mo din dito behavioral. Of AND2, yung AND2 dito, that is the name of the entity, is begin and, yung open and close curly braces. And then for the VHDL code, yung AND gate natin, we use AND for the AND operator. So out 1, the output, less than or equal, in 1, and in 2. So we use less than or equal, hindi equal. Kasi for VHDL code, since under siya ng architecture, non-blocking statement yung gagamitin natin. So we use less than or equal. And then, ito yung pwedeng gamitin natin na pwede nating i-run gamit yung Xilinx ISE. So, wala namang halos difference ito dito. Dito lang, auto-generated kasi doon sa Xilinx ISE yung name ng architecture. So, we don't need to modify. So, all we have to do is to update this statement. Alright.